Brian Levin, an expert in criminal justice. Brian, thank you very much for being with us here on France 24. I want to ask you, what's going on at the moment? One of the attackers was on the police terror watch list. He tried to travel to Syria. How did he get the opportunity to do this attack?
Well, he had an opportunity because the conditions of his restraint allowed him to venture out during weekdays. It's very difficult to put people under total lockdown and total surveillance. So electronic means is one way that the government balances both the need for surveillance with the individual's right to have some kind of proportionality based on the previous facts. He was said to be safe to be under this kind of quasi-house arrest, and the people who said that were obviously wrong.
We've just had this horrific attack in Nice, 4 attacks in the last week in Germany, and now this attack this morning just outside in that town in Normandy. What's going on at the moment?
Well, first, our center sends our deepest prayers and condolences to our Catholic friends all over the world and to the people of France. But I will tell you that this is going to be an ongoing type of situation, and we face a dual threat from ISIS, and perhaps the countries most at risk include Belgium, France, and other countries in Western Europe where ISIS has been successful in recruiting. The fact is that there's a two-front battle, much more in Europe than here in the United States, and that is that people who don't even get a chance to go to theater in Iraq and Syria for training and coordination can nonetheless attack from a list of targets that is disseminated by ISIS. And these unstable people who are often young, criminal, unstable, or feel disenfranchised and aggrieved are just the kind of fertile suspects who can go out and commit these attacks. The problem is, absent some obvious behavioral milestone, we can't completely tell in advance who's going to do such a thing. But clearly, this person on the watch list should have been more heavily scrutinized.
The attackers targeted a church. How significant do you think that is?
I think it's very significant. And remember, we have the Pope presiding over an event soon in Poland. And we have been very concerned about, for instance, the European soccer matches earlier in the summer, which went off well. But we're also concerned that ISIS consistently lists the Catholic Church as a target, and indeed the Vatican. So if they can't get someone who is of a great symbolic stature like the Pope, they'll get someone such as this wonderful priest who was cut down today. And the thing is, when you have 45,000 Catholic churches in a country like France and tens of millions of citizens, it's a hard task to protect every house of worship.
Okay, Brian Levin, thank you very much for joining us here on France 24. A Normandy town is in